Okay, am I live? Am I finally, do I got this going? I think I have it going. Let me know if you can hear me. Like, leave a comment on the channel. You might need to refresh. Let me see. Refreshing. Is it supposed to be live? Hmm. Okay. All right, hold on a second. I'm going to. Okay. All right, hold on. Oh my God, I am such a mess with this stuff. And I'm sorry I look crazy. I've been out all day with my son and my friend's son, and so I kind of look a mess, and I'm still in a lot of pain. I know some of you read my thing earlier, and yeah, I'm not really feeling quite myself, but I'm really excited to get this going, guys. Now, just so you know, there's a little bit of a lag from the Hangout area to the YouTube area. So you're seeing things on YouTube like about 20 seconds behind real time, okay? So if I stop to look at questions and there's like a 20-second like standstill where I'm just sitting here, then no, it's because I'm looking for questions. But I'm going to take the questions at the end. What I'm going to really focus on right now is the questions that I got in my comment feed last night. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm really excited about this. It's like the first hangout I've done in so long, and the last one was like a huge success, and so many people got so much out of it. So I'm just going to jump right in. I know that a lot of you guys have been seeing all of the results I've been making, all of the engagement I'm getting on my wall, and all of the friend requests that I'm getting, and just like the explosiveness of how amazing Facebook can be. So I'm going to take a few questions that I got from the comment feed, and I'm just going to get started. So the first and most biggest question that I get all the time is like branding. People are so confused on what that really means. Some people think that means like you have to go out and start like your own like name, like your like a separate name from everything. And when it comes to network marketing, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about in regards to branding is self-branding, if that makes sense. Like if you're I can't even think of a good example outside of the industry. But it's basically you just talking about what you can offer somebody. Okay, look at it this way. Here we go. This is where it's about to get deep right now, okay? If somebody is looking to purchase a product, they look into the product and they look into the brand, right? That's what's important when somebody's shopping around. So if we were, let's say, selling our products to a person, then they would be concerned about the product. They would be concerned about the company. They would be concerned about what's in the product and what it can do for them. But we're network marketers, okay? We're internet marketers and network marketers. They're kind of one and the same thing sometimes. And in this case, what we do is one and the same thing. When you're talking to people, okay, you're supposed to obviously figure out the person's wants and needs and fulfill their desires, right? But so many of us get caught up in the company and the product that we forget that these people aren't retail people. They're not looking for a product. What are they looking for? They're looking for a way to make money. They're looking for a way to be successful online. They're looking for solutions to get out of their jobs and to stay home with their kids. This is what people are looking for, and that's who our target market is. So that's what we have to target. Now, how do we target that? A lot of times people try to use the comp plan. Well, there's a lot of companies with a lot of good comp plans. There's a lot of companies with all different kinds of comp plans that affect different areas and do different things. And so that just confuses everybody. Half the time, we don't even understand the comp plans ourselves. So what do you use then? What is this is what you got to think about. What is your main hook to get these people to see that what you have to offer them is valuable? It's not going to be the product for sure. It's not really going to be the company. So what's it going to be? It's going to be what you can do for them as a leader. How can you help get them to where they want to be? That's where it's going to be. So let me see. Hold on. I'm so thirsty. So that's really where your main focus is. I mean, it's really as simple as that. I know I kind of stopped dead sentence, but it's really that simple. Once you understand that concept, then you can start thinking about your qualities. I was on the phone with somebody the other day who I was helping out, and this person really didn't feel that they had a whole lot of value to offer outside of whatever the company can provide. And she was like, well, I don't really know what to give people or to help them out with. I don't really have anything, And I was like, okay, so you don't see the value, but you want to get paid. You don't see where you have any value, but you want to get paid. Do you walk into the store and pay the store if they're not giving you value? Something to think about. It's an oxymoron. You have to go find value to give these people. I don't care what you do. I don't care how you do it. You come up with a solution to their problem and you fix their freaking solution. It's that simple. You got to come up with something that you know that a struggling marketer is struggling with and that they need help with to be successful. That's what you need to do. So no one's going to pay you if you think you have no value. And even if they do, let's say they come in because they think it's about the company, if it's a real new person, they think it's all about the company, then you know what? They're not going to stick around very long. They're just not going to stick around. They're going to be in and they're going to be out. You got to know what you're going to provide that person. That's what you need to do. Hello, Asher. Off to bed. You can't even see yourself. What are you doing down here anyway? Well, you shouldn't be out of bed. Go. So that is about branding. All right? You got to self-brand yourself with a value, something that you can bring to the table that other people don't have. So that's pretty much what I mean by self-branding. I don't mean that you need to come out with company XYZ, set up a website, set up a sales funnel. I'm not talking about all that when I say self-branding. It's so easy to self-brand yourself. Self-branding is one of the easiest. I do have a brand outside of myself and outside of my company. It's Gorilla on Marketing, but it's not my when it comes to networking and internet marketing, I don't need a self-brand. My self-brand is Angie Ray. Angie Ray. Everybody knows Angie Ray, So it's like, that's my brand, and that's what you need to focus on. All right. So engagement. This is an easy one. Engagement, guys. Come on. It's so easy to get engagement. You get what you give. I say that a lot, and I mean it. You really do get what you give. Like, even the big people, right? If you see a leader who's not getting a lot of feedback on his Facebook posts, either he's not really providing value or he's not engaging enough with his audience. He's not writing engaging posts. He's not interacting on other people's walls in an engaging manner. Look at Kai. Kai's a leader, right? He's in the 6-figure mark, okay? He's probably going to go into the 7-figure mark this year. I can almost say definitely going to hit the 7-figure mark this year. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kai. But even Kai, how much does he engage? He writes on almost every single one of my posts. And I see him write on a lot of your posts, you all out there. And he's a leader. He never stops engaging because he knows the key to Facebook is engagement. Guys, you gotta engage with people constantly. Always be engaging, even with new people. Engage, engage, engage. Engagement is the name of the game on Facebook. There are reasons to that. I'll get into that into another hangout, but just trust when we say engage with your audience. Engage through your posts, engage in your own comment threads, engage in their comment threads, just engage, okay? Now, this one question, I don't even know exactly how I'm going to answer, but this was a great question. Let me see who asked this. I think it was it Viv? Let me see. I want to double check this. Hold on. This was a great, great question. And I was like excited to answer this when I read it. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Who was it? Oh, no, it was Star Daniel. She says, what's something that you know now that you wish you would have known as a newbie? And this, I just think, is one of the greatest questions. I'm really excited to answer this question, even though I don't exactly know how to answer it, because there's a lot of things that I would have done then as a newbie that I do now because of what I know now, okay? But I feel like I did do a fair amount of engagement. Not as much as I should have or could have, but I feel like I did do enough engagement. But I think if I could have done anything, I would have really tried to understand what self-branding is and sought after a mentor. It wasn't until I started to find some guidance, like find an actual mentor that would work with me, where I started to finally understand things. And once I started to finally understand things through a mentor, that was when all of a sudden, because I always heard about branding, self-branding, but I didn't really know what that meant. Like, I thought it was the same thing that a lot of you think, that I had to go out and find some sort of like new, brand and set up some funnel to it and do all this crazy internet marketing stuff to it. I never really realized it was about me. But I would have never got to that point without finding a mentor. And I'll never forget when I was in Empower Network, I was on a Empower Hour call, and Tracy Walker got on there, and she had the most powerful Empower Hour call I ever heard. It was like the first or second week of July. So if you, by any chance, have Inner Circle, go back to that call from July 2013. It was like the first week or two, because it was right before Denver. It was like a week before Denver, and I was jaw dropped. And her number one thing that she said was to get a mentor. And I'll tell you what, guys, I wouldn't be where I am right now if I wasn't for my mentor. My mentor was the one who kind of let me fall, but also still would guide me. I would hear whispers here and there and little shoves here and there. And then when he really saw me starting to pick up speed and I wasn't doing anything with it, he kicked me in my ass. So that's what I would say, guys, is I would get myself a mentor that I could actually work with one-on-one, who will help me and guide me. That was what did it for me. So, and that's why I offer that to everybody on my team, because I know that's what so many of us need. Some of us don't necessarily need that desperately. There's some of us who can just go out and work ourselves to the bone for 5 years, struggling until they finally crack the code. But really, it's so much easier if you have a mentor, and that's why I think it's just so important. So I would find yourself a mentor that you connect with, that makes sense to you, that you really trust, and somebody who shows that they care about you too, and that they want to grow with you. So that's really what I would say. Now, this actually was so much faster than I expected, so I'll have a lot more time for more questions. So I'm going to probably give it another 10 to 15 minutes for questions. So you can post them in the bottom of the comment, down in the little comment sections there. Now, like I said, there's going to be a 20-second lull. So I wish it wasn't like that. I wish we weren't so behind. By the way, my lips are so purple and they don't look that purple in real life. I don't know why it came out so purple, but they are. So deal with it. I don't know what to say. But yeah, so any questions you have, post them below. I am dying to answer some questions. Oh, 3 recent posts. Okay, guys, so we don't have any questions? Are we good? Because if we don't have any questions, I'm gonna just shut it down. Let me know. All right, well, I don't see any questions anywhere. I don't think. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I think I should have had everybody come to this section here. But okay, well, I'm just going to end this now. I hope this was really, really helpful. I hope you all got something out of this. And if you guys want me to do another hangout, then please like and comment below and subscribe. And that'll let me know that you guys are all interested in me doing more hangouts about Facebook marketing. All right, so I hope you all have a great night. And I guess you'll see me online. See ya.